guys, it's Viv
and G.
Welcome to our channel. We just finished watching the first episode season premiere of The Bachelor.
It was so exciting. They did things like a little bit differently this year. It was actually a 3-hour live premiere, which we weren't the biggest fans of, but there were definitely some memorable moments.
Yes, they had live viewing parties all over the country with some of our favorites from Bachelor Past.
Yes.
Like Jared and Ashley, Caitlin and JoJo, Chris and Crystal were in a hot tub right outside of the studio.
Yes. Wells was there, Wills, Nick Vile came. Jason and Blake did a surprise appearance at a super fan's house, which was so amazing.
Really cool.
And we got to see 2 proposals. That was so sweet. Like,
it was really sweet. That was honestly probably the highlights for me with the live audience.
Yeah, I mean, I think my highlight was definitely the Chris Harrison tribute. That was so sweet, and he definitely was not expecting it. So JoJo and Caitlin had his mom introduce this special, never-before-seen clip.
Yep.
And it was a little tribute to his 17 years with the series. It was so amazing.
It was really cool. One of my favorite parts was with Jared and Ashley's viewing party. They had one of Bachelor's Nation's biggest fans, and she apparently got a free pass from her husband, with Ben Higgins. And a couple commercials later, Ben Higgins comes out of nowhere. She was dying. She was like on the ground praising him.
He's like, hi. Oh, that was so cute. We love Ben. Like,
yeah.
I mean, everyone loves Ben. Perfect Ben.
Right.
So after a very long wait with all these little live teasers that were going on, we finally got to the first limo at the mansion.
Yes. And the first one to walk out, Demi, who I felt like set the mood with a lot of the other limo introductions, was that she brought up the whole fact that Colton is a virgin.
Yep.
The amount of girls that walked out of that limo and pointed that out was so annoying to me.
So unnecessary. I mean,
yes.
He knows he's a virgin, guys. Like, he knows.
Oh.
So move on. Like, I don't know. I thought it was a little inappropriate. Truthfully, I thought Demi was really cute at first, and then she just kind of seemed like too much, really.
Yeah. I did not like her first impression.
Yeah, no.
So some of the ones that we did love was Cassie. She came out with a box in her hands and she's like, Colton, I have a million butterflies in my stomach. And he's like, no, it's okay, me too. And she's like, no. And she opens up the box and it's these butterflies.
Yes, it was a really sweet moment. He actually dumped them out and he was like, there you go, you don't have butterflies anymore. And he actually saved one and put it in his jacket pocket. And I thought it was so sweet. I don't know, that might be a little foreshadowing. Maybe he'll give that back to her on a later one-on-one during the season.
Yep. Another one that rubbed me kind of the wrong way was Catherine. She was the DJ. I am a huge dog lover. If any of you guys know me, Callie, my dog, is my world. Now, was I kind of like, wow. So this girl walks out, Catherine walks out with her little puppy. And I was like, yo, that is so smart. Bring your dog to the mansion. Yeah. And then she just hands her dog off to Colton and then she walks away. And I'm like, I'm not leaving my dog, even if it's Colton. I'm not leaving my dog with him because you know he's gonna have to give it to like one of the producers.
Yeah. I mean, we all know Colton is a dog lover and she was trying to do some grand gesture saying, you know, I trust you with him, so I trust you with my heart, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. She's just not.
It's like handing your child to someone. I don't know. I didn't like it.
Someone that I thought was wicked cute was Erin. She did this whole Cinderella theme. And she came out in this horse and carriage. And she left her shoe for Colton so he could find her later and give it back. And she just seems like a really sweet girl, but unfortunately, she did end up going home. And if you read in her bio that was available online, she had this whole little Cinderella theme going on, too, with how she works with her stepmother, and she loves pumpkin spice lattes. So I really thought that she was a creative and, like, sweet girl, and Colton kind of just missed out on that, I guess.
No connection. And our least favorite one, and I hate to say this because she's from
Boston,
New England,
yeah.
Boston, was the sloth.
Yeah, like what?
This girl walks out of the limo talking super slow. Can't even do it the whole time. In a sloth costume. And she kept in character the entire walk to him, her whole introduction with him, her walk away from him. And then even the beginning of when they actually sat down together to like take off her mask. Oh my gosh, too much.
Yeah,
Too much.
And you could tell right off the bat, Colton was like, okay, I get it, like, it's cute, you're standing
are
out,
you?
but like, let's move on, like, I'm not gonna fall in love with the sloth, I'm gonna fall in love with you, so let me see who you are. It just...
She wasted too much time.
She did, for sure, and that ended up sending her home, so...
Yep.
One that I thought was so adorable was Kaylin. She is actually Miss North Carolina. And at first when she walked out, she had her Miss North Carolina sash on. I was like, okay, we get it. You're a beauty queen, whatever. But when she went up to Colton, it was really cute, and she switched it to Miss Underwood, which I thought was so creative.
Really
and just
creative.
A really sweet gesture.
So then we move to the cocktail party. All the girls are socializing. Everyone is vibing. Like, there's a good mood in the mansion. Everything's good.
Yeah, I was actually surprised how well everyone was getting along.
Absolutely. And then Colton walks in. All the girls are like, and then he gives his little spiel, you know, about what he wants, honesty, and all of this stuff. And then
Right off the bat, Demi pulls him and it was like, you ready? And I was like, oh, okay. So she pulls him first, and I don't know, I just wasn't a big fan of hers. She was overly confident. You could tell Colton was pretty nervous, but it was just too much for me. I mean, I'm not shunning confidence. Like, I think that's amazing for someone to be confident. But it was almost like egotistical.
Well, even in her interview after she sat down with Colton, she's like, I know he liked me. I know he thinks I'm cute. I know. I'm like, yo, calm down, girl. Like,
I just hope that he can see through her, because I don't think that's a good match at all.
No. I think she's like the quiet villain.
Oh yeah, because she seems so sweet
From
at first.
this first episode, she's definitely on the villain side to me.
Oh, for sure.
But
yeah, she's 23 and she seems 23 to me. Like, she seems very immature.
Yep.
Something that kind of bothered me was the second girl that ended up pulling him, and that was Erica. She, right off the bat, was saying that she thought the whole virgin thing was weird and she didn't understand it. And she was like, I need to get to the bottom of this right away. Which I understand wanting to know reasons behind things, but the way she talked about it and went about it, I thought was a little aggressive.
Yeah.
But she asked him point blank, you know, why are you a virgin? And I do think the conversation ended up decently. Like, I don't think he took it too harsh. But I don't know, these girls need to calm down about this. Like, yeah, that's a huge thing in a relationship, don't get me wrong.
yeah.
But get to know him on a different level rather than just focusing on that one thing.
Right. I 100% agree. I mean, if you're meeting someone to potentially, you know, fall in love and find love with that person, and the way she came off about asking why he was a virgin was really rude.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, how is he doing? Like, ask him how he is. And I don't know, ask him, like, that's just like an inappropriate question. Yes, it was all on the news and everything that he was a virgin, but I just don't think that's something. Hey, Colton, why are you a virgin?
Right.
No, not necessary. Now, moving to someone like Hannah G, who is the complete opposite of Erica, she just tells Colton, like, I'm really nervous. And he's like, no, me too. And what was so sweet about it was that he was like, no, look, we're going to calm ourselves down. This is what my mom taught me. And they took 3 beautiful deep breaths. And it was just like a very normal, you know, like the chemistry was there, just encounter. Like, I don't know.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
So then we see Kaylin and Colton talking, and they were having a really nice conversation. And you could just tell they were really into each other. And they end up sharing the first kiss.
And let me tell you, Colton, like, jumped in for that kiss. It was kind of, like, not forced, but...
Yeah, he wanted that. Like, he
Yeah.
went in. Like, he definitely went the 90, and she went the 10.
Oh Oh my gosh, yeah. So in the meantime, we have Catherine, who I would definitely say has been put as the villain of this episode, like, and probably the rest of the season. She has a one-on-one with Colton. It was interrupted. You know, every single girl gets interrupted by another girl who just wants to have that time with Colton. Catherine gets interrupted, doesn't like it. So she gives that girl, I don't know, 2 minutes it seemed like, goes back, interrupts Colton 2 times. Happens again. Third time. You know how many times she did this tonight? 4 times.
Yeah.
How many times do you need to talk to him?
Like, it was absolutely ridiculous and so disrespectful. And as Catherine is talking to Colton for, I believe it was the 3rd time at this point, one of the girls, can't remember who it was, comes over blowing a whistle saying, "I'm sorry, but you must be drowning in some bitches." And it was just so dramatic.
Yeah.
And when that happened, like, first of all, I was like, Colton, say something. Like, you have the power too. Like, you can say, no, I want a couple more minutes with this girl or that girl. But he just kept letting her do it. And I don't think it was fair.
No. Honestly, you could, like, claws were coming out at that point with all the other girls because it was just so there were so many women that had not had their one-on-one with Colton, and this girl has now had 4 times.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he even was like, oh, 4 times the charm, I guess. Like, I feel like he was even getting annoyed with it. But he kept going for her, so it's his own fault.
Yep. So one of my favorites, I would say, of this first episode of the season was Cassie. I just felt like from the beginning with her butterfly box to her one-on-one with Colton, you could, like, see the chemistry. I mean, Colton was, like, giggly, like nervous in a good way, not nervous, like, oh my gosh. No. It was just, so cute. Yes, smitten.
Someone else that he was super smitten by was Katie. He was so excited. He even said that. He was like, I'm really excited about this girl. And they ended up sharing a kiss tonight.
She's beautiful.
She is. Like, she's so pretty.
Beautiful. So throughout the cocktail party, Chris Harrison brings in the first impression rose. And the whole mood switches up. Everyone, like, all of a sudden, like, gets, like, super nervous. So throughout the night, by the end of the night, Colton, you know, looks for the first impression rose, and all the girls are, like, just staring, like, where is he going? Where is he going? And he walks over and gives it to Hannah G, which is the same girl who he calmed down at the beginning with the 3 breaths. So
it was so sweet.
It was really sweet. She was, like, totally caught off guard.
She was. It was so adorable. She was so relieved and excited. And she was like, this is the best night. Like, thank you so much. And they ended up sharing a kiss, rounding out the kisses for the night.
Yes.
And that basically wraps up the first episode of The Bachelor with Colton. Definitely, so far we have our villains, Demi and Catherine, and some of our favorites like Casey and Hannah G. And we are so excited for next week. Please make sure you guys comment down below who your favorites are and what you guys thought of this episode. And make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell notification so you can see every time that we upload a new video.
Yes, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
So we just wanted to give a quick shout out to Katie for this beautiful ring light. If you guys can see this beautiful glowing skin we have right now, it's because of our beautiful Christmas present that we got. And we are so excited. We hope that you guys like the quality of our lighting and let us know if you guys notice a difference.
Yes. Thank you, Katie. Love you.